College football has been on a rise since Alabama was first recognized as a dynasty, but yet they still have not found a solution to give back to these athletes. Some say we should pay them, and others say we should allow them to have a second chance to earn a degree that can help them in the long run. These athletes work day in and day out. Even on their off season, they still work to perfect the craft for those universities. But the question here is, what should these athletes do when they don't make it to the next level? About only 1% of athletes do not make it professionally, that NCAA statistics found out. College athletes should get paid, should get a small cut somehow from the large amount of revenue that they, as the NCAA and universities, earn. Ryan Benford mentions in his article, Pay for Play, in 2012, the NCAA reported $871.6 million in revenue in that year. That is a large amount of number. College athletes put a lot of time and effort on their own bodies for their prospective school. The National College Players Association, Drexel University, worked together and formed a so-called analysis of what an average college athlete should get paid. The average football player, they concluded, should get paid $137,000. And an average basketball player should get paid around $289,000 per year. For the bigger universities, they concluded that the Texas Longhorn average football player is worth about $578,000. That is extremely crazy. By not making it to the next level, since they're not going to get paid, what should they do? They earned a degree that is meaningless at the end of the day. And they were so focused on their craft to getting better in their sport, they kind of lost focus in their school, or just set up not to succeed and earn a degree that's very much meaningless. The requirements to perfect your craft takes a lot of time, many hours, and there's not many hours in the day. So these athletes work from pretty much 6 o'clock to almost 5:30, so they have no time to work. They have barely any time to do their schoolwork. In a Sports Nation article by Kevin Tarrant extends a whole new argument of college athletes that are not properly set up to succeed. NCAA argument ignores the fact that some degrees are worth far more than others. Athletes are routinely clustered into majors that are easy enough for athletes to focus on their sport. If an athlete major in general studies, either because it's all they could handle or is what their coaches tells them to. Has that school done anything for that student? Is that athlete really going to have a degree to fall back on? He questions. He illustrates a vivid viewpoint here that unfortunately happens to many student athletes, that later in life they regret their decision on the major they chose. NCAA universities need to wake up and realize the significance of this problem and find a solution and allow these ex-student athletes to succeed and have a second chance to earn a degree that can actually help them in this real world. University and NCAA needs to form a program where they can give back to these athletes and allow them to come back and earn a degree that can use to succeed in the real world, especially since they're not going to pay for their services. And in response to this topic, Daniel from the Washington Post makes a great point here. Either pay the players who generate so much revenue for the schools, or continue to support their academic careers by extending their scholarship after the eligibility expires, for as long as it takes them to earn a degree that they have lifelong benefits from. He believes that a future should be built for these players and that college athletes should extend scholarships for these athletes to help them earn a degree and allow them to create a better future for themselves. College athletes need to stand up and give their own opinion to this topic. At the end of the day, it's their own body that they're putting out there for their respective sports and allowing the university to earn the amount of money they are earning every year. NCAA needs to be proactive and find a solution. They should give back to the universities since they are considered a nonprofit, which allows the universities to turn around and extend these scholarships, give these scholarships to the ex-student athletes, allowing them to earn a degree to help them in the long run. That is my speech. Thank you.